Colorado Trail journey started in 2017. I was visiting my brother and completed a 20-mile overnighter near Salida. The allure of the trail got me, and the next year I brought friends and we completed the East Collegiate and attempted our first 14er, Mount Chavano.
My lungs are burning right now.
One of my friends had to stop due to altitude sickness, and the weather didn't cooperate with our 14er attempt. In 2019, my buddy Chuck and I returned with the goal of completing the whole trail in sections. That year, we aimed to hike from Denver to Twin Lakes to complete the portion north of the collegiate segments we had hiked. While Chuck was able to complete the hike, I succumbed to heat exhaustion due to the heat, not acclimating to elevation, and just pushing too hard. I made it 65 miles to the Rock Creek trailhead before bailing out. In 2020, I returned alone to cover the 117 miles Chuck covered without me. Amidst the height of COVID, the area was experiencing a late August heat wave and smoky conditions from the fourth largest wildfire in Colorado history. On Labor Day weekend, a record shift in temperature, a foot of snow, and blizzard conditions ended my hike just 53 miles in at Breckenridge. Oh, after 2 years of failure, I was feeling discouraged, but my friend Chuck refused to let me quit on our goal of finishing the trail. Last year, we returned and I completed the elusive 77 miles from Breckenridge to Twin Lakes, and Chuck joined me for a 50-mile hike from Highway 114 up to Salida. Through blood, sweat, tears, vomit, heat exhaustion, and the weather, we endured to set things up for this year's hike. Our goal, 183 miles and finishing the Colorado Trail. On this hike, we aim to complete segments 18 through 28, 183 miles in 12 days. We have resupplies planned in Lake City and Silverton before finishing in Durango.
We finally made it to the trailhead. 20 hours of driving, then 4 hours of shuttling from this angel, better known as my sister-in-law Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
That's right. Hi.
Nancy drove like 9 hours today.
It's worth it.
From Salida down to Durango to our trailhead here. So, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Very kind. Chuck, you ready to hit the trail?
Yeah, I'm sick of vehicles, for sure.
On day one, we got a late start and hiked 9 miles from Highway 114 to just past Los Creek. Man, my first real steep incline. A little over 10,000 feet. Haven't acclimated yet. So, taking it easy. This is a real short incline, but I can really feel the lack of acclimating getting to me. Whew. But I think you can see the end of the tree line up here, so we're almost there. Made it to Los Creek. Just barely a trickle. We managed to get some water out of there. We got quite a few floaties. Went up the hill here, found a good spot to set up our tents. There's probably 5 or 6 various tents around out here already. People that already set up. Chuck, what did you think the first day of hiking on the Colorado Trail?
It was good. It's brought back memories.
Brought back memories of not being able to breathe?
No air. Yeah, no, it was good.
We're
we're trying to acclimate here still a little bit, but so we're debating. We're like, oh, you know, it's probably about 4:30. Do we keep on going? We decide against it since we're acclimating. And it looks like it might rain here, so better get the tent set up. Eating my stroganoff here. Got a light rain coming down. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I started to get a little bit of a head cold a couple days ago. That combined with the altitude makes things a little interesting. But doing all right. Just a lot of snot today, but we'll make our way through it. We got our tents all set up. Gonna have some good sleep tonight. Probably going about 15 miles tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing the mountains.
On day 2, we were feeling good, and we hiked 23 miles from Lowe's Creek to a small stream near mile 335.
Morning. The rain stopped about 10 o'clock last night. Still trying to get used to sleeping in a tent. Didn't sleep too bad. As you can kind of tell, I have a cough that doesn't seem to be going away. Between that and the altitude, my lungs are a little sore. Stopping here for breakfast. So we're 6 miles in today. Got probably 9 miles left to go. This is a long stretch without any good water, but I got more than enough water. Probably 1.5 liters to get, I think probably, not sure if it's 6 or the 9 miles until you get to water, but it's relatively cool out. That sun comes out, it's pretty warm. Took off my Melly. Gonna start hiking without that, but it's just been beautiful. Been walking through some meadows and you can see the mountains. A lot of free range cattle. Colorado's pretty awesome. Walking by a gang here. What's up, fellas? Chilling out, grazing today. Ready to put in a couple miles. Fellas. Oh, these are fellas. I use that as a gender neutral term. They, them. What's up, babe? I am their entertainment, they are mine. Move. Walking through this valley here. Beautiful. Looking up this direction where I'm going. First of all, it's beautiful. Second of all, looks like there's some rain up there. And oh yeah, we got more friends down here. We made it to Chachatopa. What do you call this creek?
You don't want to know what I thought it was called.
Chachatopa something creek. Really good water source.
About as clear as it gets.
Yeah, nice. It's been raining and kind of cold for the last hour. Looks like it's going to clear up here. This is actually where we were supposed to camp tonight, but we're going to keep on rolling along. It's only 1 o'clock. We're 14 or 15 miles in. Looks like there's another water source about 5 miles up, so try to get to that, and we're going to start gradually going uphill. And then tomorrow we have a pretty big mountain to climb, so we're going to get to camp, get dried out, get warmed up, get some rest, see how we're doing. I still got, this little cold bugging me here a little bit, dragging me down a little bit, but we'll make it through. We ended up going a little farther than expected. 23-mile day. I'm tired. We'll have a good hike tomorrow morning up the hill, but nice flat spot. We're gonna stop 3 miles back at a water source, but there really wasn't any good camping, and we read that this spot was here for some good flat spots for camping. So we're gonna get set up. This is the dirty side of camping. It's light rain outside. I'm cooking in my tent. I know some of you people say I shouldn't do that. I'm not actually cooking in my tent. I have my stove running out in my vestibule. You guys in the south have a hard time saying that word. And you can see my mess over here. So, it was a long day. I'm gonna eat some chili mac here. And then wait for it to kind of slow down raining. Go hang my food bag and call it early night.
On day 3, the rugged terrain limited us to just 12 miles, and we camped near a beautiful lake at mile 347.
Good morning. A few miles into the hike today. I'm not gonna lie. Last night was a little rough. Woke up coughing several times. But we're carrying on. We've got a long gradual incline here. Right up there is the San Luis Saddle. Believe it or not, that's still, I guess, 2.3 miles away. Right now I am at about 11,800 feet. I believe that's probably 400 or 500 feet higher. Then I go down, then I go back up, and it's kind of a roller coaster today. We're gonna hit the highest peak on the Colorado Trail. Chuck's kind of following behind here, but last couple nights it's rained pretty heavy, so the trail's been pretty muddy. Don't have to worry about water sources today. We've been walking through a lot of water. So I'm gonna eat a little breakfast here, kind of regather myself and make my way up the saddle there.
Yes.
You made it up to the top of San Luis Pass Saddle. What do you think?
For some reason, I listened to On the Way Down by Ryan Cabrera on the way up. Terrible idea. It's very nice up here, though.
So we are going to follow the trail that goes this way. You just saw a trail runner that came up. See the trail goes along the side of the mountain. Over there in the shade, it's going to be a little cooler. Goes along over there. Kind of up and over the top of that. All right, Chuck. Giddy up.
Breakfast.
We got to get to that highest point. You know, even though this was the longest, not that highest point. Chuck.
Oh, never mind.
Another person back here. But I think the rest of the trail is going to be pretty challenging too. Not as long of a climb, but kind of a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. Coming across the other side of that valley, and we look back at where we were. So that's the saddle that we were on. And Chuck and I were just saying that San Luis Peak looks a lot bigger from here than it did from that saddle. But this is just amazing. Being up at altitude like this, it is a little cold. So my hands are a little cold right now, so we better keep on moving. Well, I made it over to that other saddle. I'm looking on the other side of it now, and holy crap. Next ridge. So that was 500 feet going up, which doesn't sound bad. But when you're at 13,000 feet, you can't breathe. It's quite the effort. Got to stop every minute or so just to catch my breath. But right now, this point right here is the Continental Divide. Here, so we went up like 1,500 feet this morning, down 500, up 500, down 500, now up 1,000. Why do I do such a thing? Sometimes I ask that of myself, then I just have to look around and with all that work comes the reward. Let's go. Made it to the highest point on the Colorado Trail. Ooh, buddy. Chuck's just coming up over the horizon right now. You know, this is where if I didn't have any class, I'd make a marijuana joke about being the highest point, but I'm better than that. Chuck! Welcome to the highest point on the Colorado Trail. How are we feeling? It's all downhill from here.
Until the next one.
We got all our stuff out here, still at the highest peak on the Colorado Trail. There's my tent. Chuck is up over there. We're just drying out all our crap. Last 2 nights it's been soakers and we haven't dried out, so I had puddles, and I swear my tent weighed about 2.5 pounds more than it's supposed to, so
Just taking a little break up here, get dried out. Hopefully it'll make for a better camping experience tonight. Some guys said that we're gonna have good weather from now on, so I'm holding them to that. We'll see what happens. So I'm walking along the trail here, and I see a guy, and I'm like, I recognize that guy. This is perfect pitch from somewhere on the trail.
That's right.
So I saw his channel when I was researching, doing, I don't know if it was Ozark Highland or Watchtower or one of them.
Yeah.
But real helpful stuff. If you've never seen his channel, go check it out. I was actually the one that decided that we were going to stop short today. We're actually stopping at the spot that was on my plan, but since we hiked like 9 miles extra yesterday, we were going to go farther today. But it's been a really hard day. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And if we were to keep going from here, it's probably 3:45, and we'd have to go up a 13,000 feet elevation climb. And I just didn't feel like I had it in me. So we have a nice campsite here. You can see there's a little creek here, a little lake, and there's a pond over here. A lot of good camping sites right in here. So, you know, I didn't want to be throwing up as I'm going up that hill and trying to make it. We still got a long ways to go, so we got to pace ourselves. We're going to get up super early tomorrow because we got to catch a shuttle at about 12:15. That'll take us into Lake City. So we have about 10 miles to go, but the first 4 miles are uphill. So we'll think about that all night, but play it safe, and we'll get there. All sorts of through hikers have come to our camping area. What do you say? There's probably 5, 6, 7 of them here. Everybody's headed for Lake City tomorrow. There's another guy that we know that's going up farther, so it's going to be a full shuttle tomorrow. But good to have some company. It's always fun to talk to through hikers. Got my homestyle chicken and rice. Chuck and I are going to make a early morning of it tomorrow to make sure we get to that shuttle. I'm already dreaming about tomorrow night. Pizza.
On day 4, we woke up early and hiked 11 miles to Spring Creek Pass, where we shuttled to Lake City with a bunch of through hikers.
Good morning, friends. It's a beautiful morning. Got an early start. Crappy sleep again last night. Coughing, but it is what it is. About a third of the way up that big climb this morning. Chuck is somewhere behind me here. But looking forward to getting to the top of this hill, and then it's pretty flat and then downhill. So, but it's just beautiful out here. Made it to the highest point. This last section wasn't too bad because it wasn't quite as steep as the climbs yesterday, but I got to keep on going. In 2 miles I'm going to come to a lake, which you can kind of see way down over here. Let me zoom in for you a little bit. I'm going towards that lake, I think, which is about 2 miles away. So there's about, I don't know, 2-3 miles here of walking through this mesa. Just big, wide, open area. It's beautiful. if you're doing this in the middle of the afternoon, it might be a little brutal, but we're still, I don't know, 9:30 or so it's not too bad. I have about a mile left of this and then it's downhill. Chuck, we made it. Hurry up, here comes the car. Spring Creek Pass, Continental Divide. It's only 11 o'clock now, we gotta wait an hour and a half. We got our shuttle into Lake City. Going to find our hotel and some food. Food. Oh, there it is, Bushwhack Lodge. Chuck and I made it to Lake City for our resupply. We already went out and got a burger. Now we're at the hotel. Took a shower. It's like the Bushwhack Motel or something, I think it's called. Bushwhack Lodge. Both of us took our showers. We did hiker trash laundry. See, we got our shirts and stuff out here outside. Hopefully it'll dry out before tomorrow. This is the Love Shack, baby. We're gonna go out and get some more food and relax before we hit the trail again tomorrow. I'm making one last stop here in Lake City. San Juan Soda Company. Time to get some ice cream. Double brownie fudge and a waffle cone. Delicious. Hey, thanks for tuning in this video. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Punch the bell notification for part 2 of our Colorado hike here, where we're going to be going from Lake City up to Silverton. Check me out on Instagram, check me out on Facebook. I'm gonna finish eating my ice cream. If you're in Colorado, maybe tomorrow I will see you out on the trail.